Let's start extracting gluten from all-purpose flour, also known as seitan or vegan meat. So first and foremost, before any cooking related activities, we shall do the proper hand washing techniques first. First is to wet your hands with water, apply single shots of soap, rub your hands from palm to palm, and rub the back of each hand with the palms of the other hand with the fingers interlaced. Then rub palm to palm with the fingers interlaced and rub with the back of fingers the opposing palms with fingers interlocked. Then rub each thumb clasped in opposite hand using the rotational movement. And rub tips of each fingers in opposite palms in circular motion. Then rub each wrist with the opposite hands and rinse hands with water thoroughly, making sure that you get each and every bits of your fingers and palms to remove any bits of residues with soap. Then after washing your hands, make sure to dry it thoroughly with napkin or a hand towel that is used in doing hand washing. Here are the materials and ingredients you will need in extracting gluten. First is to measure the right amount of flour that you will need in extracting gluten. Then measure the right amount of water that you will need into incorporating the dough later on. Now, after measuring the right amount of flour and water, mix together the flour and water and also just add enough of it bits by bits, making sure that the hydration of your flour is enough so that it won't get wet and sticky later on. Make sure to thoroughly mix it properly and add water if it's not enough of hydration. But don't add too much so that it will not be wet and sticky later on. And dump it in a work surface and knead the dough until it becomes a smooth and elastic ball. Knead the dough for about 10 to 15 minutes just to make sure that the gluten has worked enough until it becomes smooth and elastic. Making sure that it is smooth and pliable as seen in the video. After kneading the dough, wrap it in plastic wrap to prevent it from drying out. Then set it aside and let it rest for 30 minutes and up to an hour. Here are the two kinds of dough. The right side is the all-purpose flour and the left side is the cake flour. After resting the dough completely, put it in a mixing bowl and fill it with water. Slowly rinse the dough until the starch comes out and it becomes clear white, and as you rinse it repeatedly, you will now get the gluten strands and it will form easily bit by bit. Once you have rinsed it completely, the gluten strands will now form as you can see in the video. It will be smooth and elastic and bouncy. Now here is the final output of the gluten extraction from the two kinds of flour. The one from the left side is from the all-purpose flour and the one from the right side is the cake flour, which is a little amount that's left. Thank you for watching all about gluten extraction in cake flour and all-purpose flour. See you in our next video. Bye!